What's up, Beard Clan? Welcome or welcome back. Thanks for checking out this versus video. This time we're comparing the 80mm FMS Rafale and the 80mm Freewing Gripen. I'm going to compare their price, size, looks, performance, and overall quality. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been cleared by the tower, so let's get this review underway. The price of the Gripen is $439, but that's without the receiver, which usually ranges between $80 and $130 if you want AS3X. I personally prefer the 8020T seen here, and it's running $90 right now, bringing your total to between $520 and $570. The Rafale comes in at $469. It does come with the reflex system, which is their AS3X, and as well as the receiver. I opted to remove their reflex system, and I fly both planes without a gyro. So the Rafale wins the first competition with price by about $100. They're very similar in size, with the Gripen's nose cone making up most of the difference in length. The width of the Gripen is going to be 35 inches wide, with a length of 63 inches. The Rafale, on the other hand, like I said, quite similar, is 38 inches wide, and it's going to be 55 inches long. There's definitely going to be a longer distance between the Gripen's main gear and its tailpipe, making it slightly easier to scrape on the ground. When it comes to looks, unfortunately neither of them come looking like this from the factory, in my opinion. On screen now are the two color options that you can get from Freewing. The bottom is the only one that was available whenever I got mine, and in my opinion the top is a huge improvement, although it would get kind of hard to see in the haze above the cities, so adding some color would definitely help with visibility. The Rafale, however, is only available in one color, and while already quite visible, it just isn't warbird worthy. So even though I redid both, I give the stock win to the Freewing. Performance is quite similar, although I do have the older fan and lower kV setup in the Gripen. They have an updated model out, and it says that it comes with the 12-bladed fan with the 2150 kV. The Rafale also boasts a 12-bladed fan, but has a 2100 kV. I can only usually get the Rafale into the mid-90s on GPS, so like I said, the Gripen claims 105 on the website, so we're going to give the edge in speed to the Gripen. Both have good climbability, but do have a vastly different sound. The Gripen makes a more traditional sound, while the Rafale has like a war howl sound. It's pretty cool. Since both planes have them, I'm also going to consider the canards in the performance category, and the Gripen on the right, as you can tell, has about 1/3 larger canards than the Rafale, making them much more effective. Also, the Rafale's canards only function with the elevator, and they only move about 1/4 inch in each direction. I'm going to roll in some footage of the canards working on the Gripen right now, and as you can tell, they have much more authority up, down, and they work with the ailerons. You'll be able to see that here in the pre-flight. On this pass right here, I'm going to use full aileron deflection, and you can see it literally turns this thing into a drill bit. And then I'll show it to you from the side view. And as I'm sure you know, more deflection in your canards is also going to lead to better high alpha as well. I'm not going to take anything away from the Rafale, it's a beast, but the Gripen I think is going to get the edge in high alpha. So while the Gripen does have the edge in performance, it doesn't get to fly off into the sunset with the wind just yet. We still have the last and a very important category, overall quality. Now as you can see here, the Rafale has both landing and navigation lights as well as a gear door. The Gripen also has a landing light, a gear doors, and nav lights. However, my Rafale is missing the gear doors due to a crash. The Gripen, on the other hand, is missing the gear doors because of this small plastic piece that you see here. It kept falling off even though I replaced it multiple times, so I just ended up taking the main gear doors off. The Rafale has a dedicated servo that goes from the arm straight to the gear door. This is a different system altogether, which in my opinion is far less superior. The Rafale does come with ordnance and drop tanks, as you see here. The Gripen, on the other hand, when I got mine, only offered an option to order ordnance. As you see here, they don't even have pylons. The new one up here has pylons, and maybe they come with ordnance now. I also noticed, looking at this picture, that they've upgraded the canopy from here just flat, and now there's some stuff in the back here. I'm not sure what it is, but good on them for doing that. The Gripen also has a thrust vectoring option for extra, but I have never played with that. There are videos of people out there using it, but I'm not interested myself. One more thing I have to mention while we check out this locked-in drone footage is the Rafale does come with wireless plugs, and the Gripen has the traditional one plug because it does only have the one servo out there in the wing. Definitely go on the plus side on overall quality for the Rafale, which is only going to cement the win for the Rafale in that category. This is some of the most epic footage I've ever captured of this beast, so I thought it would be fitting to announce the winner as the Rafale while it's doing this beautiful backslide. Honorable mention would definitely have to go to the Mirage. It's definitely a viable option. It doesn't have working canards at all, but it's an 80mm Delta, $329, and that beast is blistering fast. Once again, the Rafale is going to be the winner, especially if you're a beginner. I would definitely recommend the Rafale over the Gripen. It comes pre-programmed already with working canards. The Gripen you have to program yourself, and it's going to be a lot simpler. They're both a really stable platform, but the edge probably goes to the Rafale. The overall quality goes to the Rafale. For that reason, that's going to be my pick. Thanks for hopping the flight and checking out the review. Instead of a boarding pass, would you mind subscribing down below? That really helps the channel out, and it spreads the channel through the algorithm. As a wise pilot once told me, you can only hurt them on the ground, so keep them in the air.